Hey, Blooper.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you'd like some cheese?
Yes. No.
No, not that cheese.
What kind of cheese?
How about some Parmesan cheese?
Ooh, Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Like that cheese.
Yeah, so both of you would like that Parmesan cheese. And this is a very light, delicious snack that's really easy to make. Oh, is cheese munching on you now?
Yes. Tit for tat, you know?
Things are getting a little bit weird here. So what we're going to do is make some delicious Parmesan Puffs. They are made with 3 ingredients as always, and they're really easy to make, and they're great for any holiday snacks or just at any time of day or night.
Yay.
All right.
No.
Our first ingredient is
Cheese.
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 Yep. Parmesan cheese. We're going to be using the grated Parmesan cheese, and you'll find out as we make it that we need this to be the grated and not the shredded Parmesan cheese.
Why is that?
Well, because this is made with egg whites, it is a very light and fluffy mixture, and that would weigh it down.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Right.
we're going to be using 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese.
No.
Our next ingredient is
Eggs.
eggs. We're going to be using the egg whites.
You gotta be careful with that. They're fragile.
They are fragile, so I won't drop these, and you don't drop cheese.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No, don't eat cheese. So we are going to be using 4 egg whites separated from the yolks, and yep, and it helps to have your
I thought
egg.
it was a 3-ingredient recipe.
It is, but all those are only 1 ingredient. 4 of the same ingredient.
Didn't someone say cheating or something like that?
Sometimes you guys are just really literal. We're going to use 4 egg whites, and remember that egg whites whip best if you use them at room temperature. Our final ingredient is
Oil!
oil. We are going to use any oil that works best for you for frying. I like this just regular vegetable oil. You could use olive oil, canola oil, whatever you want. You
How
don't
about that black crude oil?
that doesn't really fry up all that well.
I don't know. Have you ever tried it?
No. Anyway, we are going to be using 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, olive oil, or whatever oil, not crude oil, that you want. Let's find out how to make these.
Okay.
Okay, I have my egg whites in my mixing bowl, and we are just going to whip these up until they are a nice stiff peak, like a meringue, and then we will add the Parmesan cheese. Okay, these are whipped up to a nice stiff peak. You can tell that they are at the stiff peak stage when they hold a nice peak like this. They just hold very nicely together. So what I'm going to do is put my whisk back on, and then I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to start with a little bit, and then I'm going to add it a little bit at a time at a very slow speed. You could fold them in. I find that this distributes it a little bit better, and these don't have to be especially fluffy. These aren't traditional meringues. These are more of a puff, so if it loses a little bit of air, it's not quite the disaster it would be if you were making a sweet meringue. Okay, these don't need very much time to mix together at all. You can tell that the Parmesan has deflated this just slightly, but it's not too bad. Just a little bit more of a mix here. And now we are ready to fry these up. Okay, I have my oil that is just about heated up. And on the side here, I have a plate with some paper towels for draining. And I have my meringue mixture right over here. The first thing I'm going to do is test the oil, make sure that it is hot enough by dipping in just a tiny bit. Can you see the bubbles that are happening right here? It might be hard to see. There you go, and you can hear that as well. That means that those are ready to start cooking. You don't want to put this into cold oil because otherwise it will get very soggy. So you want to make sure that your oil is nicely heated, and then we're just going to drop these by tablespoonfuls right into the oil. Now these don't take very much time to fry up at all, so you're going to want to make sure that you keep a good eye on them, and also that you keep a good eye on the temperature of your oil, because these can burn quite easily as well. Now, as you cook these, you're going to want to flatten them down just a little bit. They will puff up in the oil, which is fine, but you want to make sure that these get cooked all the way through. These are an absolutely gorgeous golden brown, so I'm just going to remove these to my paper towels to drain, and then we can start the next batch. You want to make sure that these are very small batches, depending on the size of your pan. This is a small pan. I'm only doing 4 at a time because I don't want them to crowd and make the oil come down in temperature. All right, these are all done. One thing that I have noticed is that these tend to do better if you cook them a little bit longer and make them nice and crispy right here. This is absolutely the perfect color. Also, you will get a lot of spitting from this. The oil will spit at you, so be very cognizant and very careful of that. And if you need to add more oil, you can. These are absolutely delicious. Let's serve them up. So what do you think, Blooper?
Tastes like cheese.
They do.
Well, not this cheese.
No. Remember, this is for this cheese.
Okay.
These are wonderful little.
What does he like? Does he like it?
I think Cheese likes it. What do you think, Cheese? Cheese. Yep, Cheese always likes cheese. These are wonderful, light Parmesan flavor. Of course, here you go.
Thank you.
These are a wonderful, light little snack. They would be great as appetizers, or you could have them along with a meal. I will say that these are best right after you cook them, or you can heat them up in a low oven. Here you go. You can have another one.
Thank you.
So that they get their crispiness back. When they get cold, they do get a little bit limp, but they do perk right back up if you just put them into an oven and perk them right back up. So these are just a terrific snack. They are low calorie and
Thank you.
I think that Blooper likes them quite a bit. Now, how can you be eating this cheese after you've eaten a whole plate of cheese puffs?
Well, I need dessert somehow.
Well, yeah, maybe some cheesecake at some point.
Okay.
All right, so just do
Want some cake?
cheese. There you go.
All right.
So thank you so much for joining us. This is our last 3-ingredient recipes of this year.
Aww.
I know. So if people want to keep up with 3-ingredient recipes of the next year, what can they do?
They could share it with their friends.
You can share it with your friends, or you can subscribe so that you keep up with every video that we make. Cheese! Yep. And what we would love is if you would comment down below and leave a message for us as to what type of recipes you'd like to see in 2017.
Yay.
Yeah, so thanks so much for joining us this year. We've had a tremendous amount of fun making 3-ingredient recipes for you. We will see you next year.
Bye-bye.
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 Cheese! You can use any oil that works for you for frying. I like to use just this regular vegetable oil. You can use
How about crude oil?
or I could just really remember lines. Okay, let's try that one more time.